And speaking of healthcare, I recently had a conversation about Nurses Week. Really important that we support nurses. I have some great ideas for you. Let's take a look.
Each year during the second week of May, we recognize National Nurses Week to celebrate the many contributions of these special caregivers, and especially nurses of color. Joining us today is Helena Faustin, a registered nurse, cookbook author, and creator of the blog, #ThatNurseCanCook. Helena is kicking off a special campaign with BandAids brand to help honor nurses of color. Thanks for being here, Helena. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing wonderful.
You know, it is so important to honor nurses, especially right now, but tell me why this is so important to you.
Well, working on the front lines of the pandemic, especially in New York City, at the heart of the epicenter when things were as crazy as it could be, we had a lot of stressors awaiting us at home, like laundry, childcare, utilities, groceries, and BandAids brand is committed to helping relieve those added stressors that await Black frontline nurses at home.
And tell us about this program.
Well, I'd love to tell you about this program. It's so wonderful. And what BandAids brand is doing is partnering with the National Black Nurses Association, or NBNA, and the goal is to help alleviate those added stressors that await Black frontline nurses at home. I know for me, with 2 kids and a husband at home, it just always seemed like the chores were never ending. And it's so wonderful to have this support.
And tell me more about the story behind the bandages.
Well, BandAids brand OurTONE bandages is a line of bandages created from the company's most flexible fabric. It provides comfortable protection that stretches and flexes as you move in shades of brown. And what I love so much about this line of bandages is that it embraces the beauty of diverse skin tones. It's available in assorted sizes, and you can find it in multiple retailers online and in store.
What else is being done to help the Black nursing community?
BandAids brand is partnering with artist Reina Noriega to create a custom line of thank you cards that honor healthcare heroes such as myself. And what these custom thank you cards are doing is paying homage to the Black frontline nurses. And if you want to know more about these thank you cards, head over to BandAids brand's Instagram account @BandAids brand and share one of these custom thank you cards with a nurse in your life.
What are some other issues that are challenging nurses in healthcare?
Well, working during the pandemic was incredibly stressful, and the job continues to be so stressful that a lot of us are faced with burnout. I speak for myself and my colleagues. We are burned out. And right now we're facing a critical nursing shortage. It's estimated by 2030, we're going to need an extra 1.2 million nurses, according to the American Nurses Association. So what BandAids brand is doing is partnering with the NBNA and the Foundation of National Student Nurses Association, and they've created a multi-year $300,000 in sponsorship to help increase equity and representation in the nursing profession.
And Helena, as a nurse, cookbook author, and creator of your blog, That Nurse Can Cook, do you have a favorite recipe that you'd love to share with us quickly?
Well, a lot of my friends and my family, as well as those who support me, knows how much passion I have for a nice pot of slow-cooked oxtail. So check that out.
Oh, we absolutely will. Where can we find more information about everything we've talked about today, and also about your blog and your recipes?
Okay, for BandAids brand's OurTONE Nurses Recharge Fund, head over to BandAids brand's Instagram account. You can also learn more about the custom thank you cards, and feel free to go ahead and share these custom thank you cards with a nurse in your life. They'll be sharing some this week.
Well, thank you so much, Helena Faustin, for joining us today. I really appreciate your time about this initiative supporting nurses and also great things to cook. Really appreciate it.
All righty, thank you so much.